Hello there, this is Trella Loman. Welcome back to the Feed the Beast Monster series that I'm working on. Sonic Spazboy is already retired for the night, but we have finished some of the preliminary wiring, and I'll be showing you what else we're doing. So, let's start off with some of the changes we had to make. Okay, over here, we redid this section here. I forgot that the item output for the harvester is in the back, so I had to readjust the pipe for that. Adjusted this out, widen the roadway. Probably need to widen it just a smidge more. I'll work on that later. So, going back to inside. This is the preliminary wiring, and this is the harvester. Let's check, and let me just redo this a little bit. I'm using just oak, and we do not want to consume stacks. So, in addition, emerald upgrade. Let me just show you the recipe for this. Oh, there we go. 3 emerald, raw plastic, redstone, gold nugget. Plenty of those in storage. So throw one up there, and I forgot I need to throw one upstairs as well. Okay, sure leaves, yes. And then upgrade there. That will cover the whole field. It's been pre-measured out. So, once those are in place, then I'll show you what is going to be going on here. So, I've got this item thing. This is going to be feeding the saplings to the planter. This is the power conduit, power conduit, power conduit. This is where the sledge is going to be going to a nice little sealed room over here. So, let's continue with the work. I did make some holes and dug out, remove the central elevator. So, first, the sledge. Let's see. Sledge boiler. Okay, putting that in. It should automatically push out the items, which is going to be fine. It will be powered up later. So, the fluid will input into here. Powers from up here, item output over there. Okay, it's not that I have service log, it's that I'm that uncoordinated. There we go. Alright, so, this is stuff from the harvester, so it's going to have apples, saplings, and wood. Lots and lots of wood. So, first thing I want to do is set up a Java barrel here. I need a sapling really quick. The reason for this is there will be a surplus of saplings, and this will allow me, there we go, it's now locked to sapling, will allow me to have an overflow mechanism in place so it doesn't clog up the system. It's also will be directly set up. I'm going to install a mnemonic server, and then clicking on this, let's see, there we go, just turn that off so I don't even need a switch, and then boom, already powered up, already moving over. So that's to supply a overflow mechanism for the saplings, which has been a problem in the past. Okay, second barrel here, once again hooked up to the mechanism there. This one is going to be apple. Lock it. There, might as well take the apples out. Once again, overflow mechanism to prevent apples from clogging up the system. Now, originally I wanted, let me just change this. So I'm going to put a chest here. This is to allow me to input if there's anything clogging up the system. I can make adjustments to it later on. So, let's see, sawmill. That's the next item here. Okay, I like fine-tuning everything. Okay, so that's the output there. We want to change that to the left. We'll be taking care of the planks separately. This will go to an auto crafting workbench. I'm going to need to get the sawdust first, so I'll have to kick this on in place, and then I'll set up the sawdust. And then I need an item duct from here. To prevent the need for switches. And then this will go to the redstone furnace here. Once again, disabling all the outputs for the time being. Okay, so those will give me the, what will happen is, we'll first hit the saplings, then the apples, and that should all hopefully clear out before it even gets into the main system. I don't know if I need to add a controller there. I'll have to test it to see if it actually works. But ideally, these will both kick in before it even gets to the chest. And then once it's the chest will actually, I might have to do a second overflow from the chest into the apples. I'm not sure. We'll have to test that out. From the chest, input should be right there, so it should pull in from the chest into the sawmill for the wood. Sawdust goes to the crafting bench, which will then bake it into charcoal. So charcoal and the wood here are part of what I call the fuel line. So this is going to be the fuel line right here. And so let's get rid of that top thing. I do like having, I am going to have to adjust that. So I do like having chests at different points to check to make sure everything is working correctly. There we go. And then put in another pneumatic. There was a reason why I made so many of these. There we go. Better angle. Oh, that's going to be annoying. These microblock things, I found a builder wand or something like that, which allowed me to convert them to microblocks. So now that's just turned on. There we go. And hit it with a bare hand. Wow, this is... I might have to redo this again. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's now powered on. Now, it's not connected to anything downstairs yet. There we go. The reason for that is because I wanted to show you guys. So, let's see. There we go. Okay, so that's the chest. So, these are all things that are included as part of the fuel line. I'm just wondering if I need to move these up a little bit. I might just have to. Let's check this out. Yes, I will have to move this up. So let me do some quick rearrangements here. Okay, there's the chest. Insert the power lines down, just one more block. Now normally I have all this stuff hidden behind walls, at least I have, but I decided I wanted to show them off this time. Okay, so that's correct. That's correct. Top will be that one. Turn that one off. Turn that one off. Okay, that should be correct. Crafting workbench there. That's fluid. There. There. Didn't want that. Okay, much better. Redstone furnace. Okay, so those two should both feed into the fuel line, what I call the fuel line. So, we can quickly build some pipes up for that. I should have enough. I don't want to connect up to that one, so do it out there. One more. I honestly do not know how my son does this so fast. Okay, so those are both outputs, and they both go into the fuel line over here. And then I'll also, over here, this is where the sludge boiler is. That is going to be the main chest. Now the main chest is also going to be going to some workbenches. Specifically, to process a few ingredients and also to clear out some stuff. So some of the stuff is going to be going to the fuel line, and I will build the item ducts for that. Let's see, how do I want to build this? I'll have to get back to that. Okay, so that will be planned out, and then in addition to that, I want to process the mud and the clay to turn them into blocks. This is purely just to help consolidate on what they're able to do. So I'm going to try some experimentations with that. But for the time being, this up here is set correctly. The only thing I need to worry about up here is the sludge boiler output, which previously I've only had a chest before. So I do want to automate that, clean it up, and get some additional stuff running. So once these output their planks and also the charcoal, it will then input it into what I call the fuel line.